Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and tomorrow you'll have access to a free new unit. And since we've got a little bit of access to 5.3, I wanted to make a video on it as this unit performs extremely well and actually sorts out a massive issue that the vampire accounts had. You're likely going to be seeing a lot of multiplayer guys throwing out videos on this brand new unit, but I want to talk about it in the purpose of campaign. So, armor piercing, anti-large, it's got great charge defense. Its stats aren't bad at all, obviously very comparable to other Graveguard units, and yeah, I mean, it's only a tier 3 unit. You'll also have one from the very beginning with a Vlad or Isabella campaign, which is really nice, especially as there are some ogres around the area. And like I said, they're tier 3 units, which means that you can pick them up in both major and minor settlements. A lot of people like to build up this skeleton building in minor settlements so as not to waste a building slot in the major ones. It's great because you're getting 3 pretty good tier units from just a basic ass settlement. So what makes this unit good? Well, the vampires have always lacked anti-large, and it's something that is really disappointing even for the tabletop, considering that the Halberd units were a thing way back in 6th edition, but were unfortunately lost when it came to 7th and 8th. So it's good to see Creative Assembly going back to older editions, even for the free stuff. This stuff is really important, as there's a lot of missing unit variants for various different races and factions, and it would be nice to see them come in, even if it's just the free basic styling. So let's look at these units in action, where we've got a unit of Graveguard Standard versus my Graveguard with Halberds. And yeah, they perform incredibly well. They are doing a lot of damage even to some basic heavy armored troopers. The reason why I'm showing you this is because this might mean that you're going to be using the Halberds a lot more than the great weapons, because they're good against Chaos Warriors, for example, and they're going to be good against monsters. So if you're fighting against, say, Chaos Warriors, which have like warriors, trolls, spawn, a little bit of a mix of monstrous infantry and also standard foot troops, yep, this is going to work out quite well for you. When comparing them to your other anti-armor unit, which is your Graveguard with great weapons, the Graveguard with great weapons do perform a little bit better than the Halberds, but it's kind of comparable. Naturally, the great weapons will always be a bit better, especially as you start using more campaign buffs and so on, but you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 with the Halberds. I don't know why you'd use the other one. It depends though. It's nice to have the variety, which I think is really important. But I think the best way to showcase this unit is versus some Ironguts, because they hit incredibly hard, they're anti-large, and they're also very heavily armored. And yep, no problems when bracing, when not bracing, and then when pushing in, they really do a lot of damage. This is going to be a big unit for those people who love playing vampire counts, and is a major reason why I'm excited for patches going forward, because if we're going to get units like this over different patches, this is great. Sure, it's one less than we had in the last one, but this one's a really big one, and I imagine that there must have been a little bit of animation work to do here, because when it comes to these ones, it's cheap units. They've branded it as units that they can create easily, and that obviously would not fit in DLCs, so yeah, pretty keen. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's start a bit of a discussion. I think we should be done with videos today. There might be one more. We'll see. There's not a lot in this patch, I must admit, but it's kind of expected as, yeah, the DLC is coming very soon.